The sizing of your football boots is critical to the comfort, performance, safety, and sometimes even the durability. So with that in mind, here are 3 signs that your football boots are too big for you. With this scenario being a situation that I see far too often, and that is when you can't get them tight enough. If you are tying your football boots as tight as they can possibly go to the point where both sides are touching in the middle, that's probably a good sign that A, you have them in a size that is too big because there's clearly a lot of extra space inside of the football boot, or B, your feet are too narrow for that particular model. Either way, your boots are too big. How much space you leave at the end of your football boots is, at the end of the day, very much a personal preference thing. Personally, I like to leave as little space as possible while still being comfortable, but if you do want to leave a little extra space, no more than half a thumb's width is personally what I would recommend. However, in the event that you leave too much extra space, there is now enough room, even with the laces tied tight, for your foot to slide from front to back as you're playing in the boots, which is typically going to result in a lack of stability, a lack of lockdown, and generally just slippage in the heel area of the football boot. So if you're finding that your heel is constantly moving around, it's probably a sign that your boots are too big. With this last one probably being the most uncommon, but it can happen, and it has to do with the insoles, where especially on a higher end football boot, those insoles are going to be fully removable, meaning that they're not glued down. And if your boots are too big, or again, there's so much extra space on the inside that your foot is constantly sliding around, what can often happen is the insole starts to move around and bunch up on itself. Or if you're finding that your insoles are actually doing that while you're playing in the boots, A, they're either really cheap insoles, or B, your boots are just way too big.